Welcome back everyone to my EA Sports Madden backlog series. Before I go any further, please click the like button for this video. Also make sure to click the subscription icon and notification bell so that you can stay informed of when a new video has been posted. Now, let's get started. Okay, today I'm going to show you once again how fake this game is. Now, I'm just in practice mode, practicing my goal line offense. And you know, a lot of times people think they make this great play and all this stuff like that, and it's the defense and it's the rating of the player. All of that, just stop, please. The game is screwed up code-wise, rating-wise, and everything else that you can think of. And you can see that just by looking at this play. This has nothing to do with ratings. It has nothing to do with your offensive line or defensive line versus theirs. I have two superstar players on my line. Number 77, my left tackle, and my right guard, number 70. You're not going to tell me this is a superstar playing. Now, what I want you to do is watch 77 as soon as the ball is hiked. Keep in mind, this is a counter play to the left. So that's where you look like you're going to run maybe a dive play or a power play to the right, and then you go to the left. With a pulling guard. The only people that should be pulling is the right guard, number 70. Everyone else should be blocking down for the run. But you know, as soon as the ball gets hiked and before the quarterback even takes a step back, there's a problem. If you notice, number 77 has now turned in. He's not going forward with his block. Why? Because it's been predetermined who he's going to block. Regardless of that play art that gets shown of the play, he's not going to do his duty, and he's a superstar player. He's a Pro Bowl player. We all know that. But instead, he's focused in on the middle linebacker, number 47. And you will see his head turn to him, and you will see him track him down throughout the play. As the play begins to go, you see him going inside for him right there. Now, the other problem with that is now you've got two defenders coming on the outside where the run is actually going to go. So instead of 77 blocking the outside defensive end or blocking the safety, number 31, he's caught up in the middle, creating a cluster of people that now it just messes up the whole play. You have your right guard pulling over, and then he's going to have to make a decision which guy to block. Now, personally speaking, I don't think there's a decision. I think it's already pre-set up. That's just my opinion. So 70 is going to block the defensive end, which leaves 87, the tight end, in as a fullback. He has to block the safety. The problem with all of this is right now the running back is just getting the ball. Number 77 is clogging up the path for that counter run. So now 87 is going to end up colliding with 77, allowing 31 a clean shot at the running back. And there's really no place for him to go. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, you could have just juked out to the left and did this and do that. Listen, you shouldn't have to, number one, in this case, do that. You shouldn't. You just should not have to do that. I'll say it again. You should not have to do that. If this was executed in the way it's supposed to be executed. And even if you did that, look at how quickly the defensive end disengages from that superstar right tackle. In if I recorded this over and over and over again, you would see exactly what I'm talking about, because I've already done all that you're talking about, or thinking about, I should say. So he would be stopped. The problem is, again, the code and what they have underneath running this. That's just screwing everything up. This should be a very, very simple play where 77 blocks 96. 70 comes over and blocks the outside for the safety, or inside, depending on where the block occurred with 77 and 96. And 87 could do any cleanup that's left over. But instead, 77 is tracking down a middle linebacker on a play he should be blocking on his side. He's going back against the grain and against the path of the run to block somebody when he should be the lead blocker on the play. I'm telling you, this is now time for the sine wave, the downswing of the YouTubers now. All those YouTubers that hyped the game up between May and the release of the game and up until this point now are now starting to kind of complain about the game. You know, they got their following and stuff like that, so that's what they do. So now they're going to start to talk about improvements, the improvements they didn't make. And in some cases, they're going to be making excuses for why it didn't happen. They lied to the franchise community. Even if they come out with an update, the 2 updates that are rumored not to be out, but I'm hearing that they're rumored to be still in, I guarantee you it's not going to be what they promised that community. They can't get the simple things right. What makes anybody think that they're going to do anything really big with this game? Only thing they've offered is what I said at the beginning of the year, eye candy with momentum. And even that, they did not get right. And I could do a video on that as well in my next backlog series.